confidence, and support to all students. And many of our goals deal with the teachers. We have good teachers, but sometimes they're in a difficult environment. So action step number 1 is mandatory sabbaticals for all teachers after 10 years. For example, they could go to the inner city, or they could go to countries in the third world, they could go to Europe, and they could really see what another culture is like in terms of education. Goal number 2, and that's every 10 years. I know we had the president of the board, so he was talking about some kind of financial thing, so maybe you could just do it for the teachers that are coming in now. Goal number 2 is cultural diversity training. Goal number 3 is that students should evaluate teachers yearly. And number 4 is to really take out the teacher responsibility out of that AP process. We're one of the only districts where you have to have a teacher recommendation, and you have to have a test, and you have to have some other things in order to get to AP. And we're talking about immediately for next year, change the AP process to allow better access. And those little security guards that are sitting in the front of Columbia High School and some of the other schools, they should be, goal number 5 is to replace them with a parent advocate. Someone, when you walk into the school, the parents are welcomed, and there is something good and courteous and positive in our interaction with the school. Goal number 6 is make the tracking system more transparent. And this has a lot to do with scheduling, which I don't understand, providing student choice. And the same thing with goal number 7, making the discipline process more transparent. I don't really believe this, but it was stated at our table that in Columbia High School, white children don't need a pass to change classes, but black children do. And then we have goal number 8. Which would be some coordination with academics, with football and sports and the academic program, because sometimes there are a lot of conflicts, and you have to understand that the parents in our district, if the children play sports, we still expect academic excellence. And then our last goal is for the environment. Because if the teachers can only stay 1/2 hour after school, then we need to be able to email the teachers, and we need to be able to have some communication between the teachers. For example, you can have if your teacher can't be there, you can have a math lab that's open at different schools for 1 or 2 or 3 hours after school, so a person having a problem that day can get access and can get some help. And you can do the same thing for a writing lab. So instead of waiting a year or 2 years or 3 years for little problems to be addressed, they can be addressed in a timely fashion, and we can have success for all of our students.
Thank you. So we got some really good things here. Some things were similar, but then we have a broad spectrum of things that we can work on in there. All of those things, all of the things that you all discussed, and you should give yourselves a hand, are things that we're finding when we're going out to the schools, and things that we're noticing in the work that we're doing. But they're all doable. Some things are very easy fixes that we can do right away. Some things are going to take a little bit more time, but everything you said, nothing was impossible. None of the stuff that you all came up with is impossible. It's all achievable, attainable. We can do these things. So it was great to hear from you guys, and great to hear the things that you all are going to do. So for the next few minutes, and we're doing pretty good on time, we're almost 8:30, I have a survey here, and I would like for you to do the survey for the next 10 minutes. And if you're not able to do the survey tonight, I also have a link. It's in Google Docs. I also have to introduce one of our other colleagues. She's coming from a career college fair. Miss Gloria Watson. She will be doing some work with us as well. She's Director of Student Support Services and has a lot of experience in guidance. So if you all could just take some time to fill out the survey, it's anonymous. And I also have a link for it too if you're not able to do it tonight. And the young lady from the Village Patch is going to also put the link on her website. I mean, the Village Green, I'm sorry. The Village Green, she's also going to put the link on her website because it is in a Google Doc.
Tell me. You can put it on our website. You can put it on our website.
Tell me your website.
SOMO. South Orange Report Online Radio Experience. South Orange Report Online Radio.
And we also have Anselm here from South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. And he said he put the link on his website as well.
Multiple children. In local schools.
So there you have it. You have the first presentation by all the individuals from their groups, and they're just filling out a survey now. And my co-host Marjorie just joined us. You know.
Let me explain why that is. What did you learn? Tell me, come here, let me interview you.
You want to say so?
What did you learn?
Well, I really didn't come here to learn anything. I just come here to kind of listen.
So would you learn in the listening? Tell me what I missed. Give me a quick recap.
Well, no, you got some time for all the groups. The groups really kind of give a recap of all the things that they came up with. They were supposed to have like 2 goals for the school district from each group. So there were like about 7 groups, and they had to come up with some 2 goals.
And you heard the goals so far, or they haven't done them yet?
Yeah, but you know, I mean...
Is it anything that, what was Dr. Williams speaking, was she reading from one of the groups?
Yeah. She was the group, so they had a person who came up and discussed what conclusion their group came to.
Okay.
So she was just kind of conclusion as far as...
And so what was the most astounding thing that you heard tonight?
I don't really anything astounding, really. I mean, it's been going on for the longest while, so...
Okay. Let's see, did you do a head count? Would you think about how many people are here?
I'd have been about 50 people. Kind of shocking again that for something like this, you know, I thought the room would have been full capacity, but it wasn't.
They should have brought Cornell Weston. We got to get a full capacity room.
Yeah, let's do a Cornell Weston. I'm sure you know that.
And you know, yet again, I see some of the same familiar faces. I don't know what the answer is to that. To get different types of people in, or is it just very loud people who are able to make a point that something's amiss in our local districts?
But you know what I remember? I remember doing the same thing about 10, 12 years ago.
And were there the same problems that you saw?
Yeah, exactly. Same exact problem. Nothing has really changed. The only thing that's changed is the month, the date, and the time of the year.
Well, you know what? Since we're coming here, you know, should I tell you where I was? I went to this voiceover meeting to see if I could get a job as a voiceover.
Oh, you can?
Well, you know, no, but see, then I got to that late, and I never registered. I thought I didn't read clearly, and I got there and listened to the guy, and that was going to go until 9 o'clock. But I decided to come here, so I only did half of that and half of this. So, you know, it's a kind of halfy thing. So here we are looking at the South
Orange. Yeah, but before we do it, I want to go get a line from the group just to see how the group feel about coming here tonight. I just want to feel quick.
Tell them, okay.
So how did you feel about how coming here tonight?
I feel it's positive. It's good to hear lots of different voices and ideas. I feel it's positive.
So you think it was worthwhile?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I found this got a lot of information, very important information.
Okay. It's Miss Carissa.
Yes.
You want to make a comment?
Sure. I think it was a great turnout tonight. Really, a lot of people were very invested in this education. They had really important things to say about their experiences and what they think the district can do to improve the educational opportunities for all students.
Okay. But you know, I got to tell you something. I've been living in this community now over 15 years, and I attended a similar meeting like this about 10 years ago. Same thing.
Well, I think, it's the beginning, as Ms. Ramsey said. She's going to be working with us for an extended period of time. So the commitment is here, and I think we're still in the beginning stages. I know what you mean. Whenever you have gatherings like this, there's always some parts of it that, we will take, and I'm sure she will. She said next time she's going to present data, which I think will be really interesting. So it's just the beginning stages. I feel positive.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So just quickly, what was your takeaway from the meeting tonight? Over here to this table.
I'm telling you, I talked to her.
What was your takeaway from the meeting tonight?
My takeaway was that we have very engaged parents that came up with some doable, like she said, doable solutions. I saw a common thread of guidance and guiding children, guiding students from a young grade following through so they know what's expected. So they have it's all about teamwork. So I think my takeaway is to have the school more accountable for their guidance.
Marjorie, this is your life, so.
There's a lot of work.
This is a long
My takeaway is that parents and and I was very happy to hear all the changes they wanted to do.
How about you, sir? What was your takeaway from the meeting here tonight?
I think the hope for this whole process has always been that we're going to build community through it. And I think this was a really great kickoff to building, to tackling the issues of achievement gap, etc., and build community at the same time.
But I got to be honest with you. About 10 years ago, I sat in the same room here,
Talking about the same thing.
talking about the same issues.
We got to be committed to doing it.
We're going to talk until we fix it. We're going to keep talking until something happens.
There has to be a point where we stop talking.
And then action. So all these goals that we wrote down, we have to start making them happen.
Okay, thank you so much.
Very good point. I'm glad he said
Before you go, can I just get, before you go, board member, Vice President, what was your takeaway from the meeting?
It's just a matter of doing it. As I say, meeting the link, but we've got some good information from Ms. Ramsey and the SAGE organization, and allowing people to be a part of the process and coming up with innovative and creative kinds of things that are really necessary.